Hey everyone, SD from the Lou from MechArcade here. I'm here to do a video about Nansen. We have a feed in our Discord for the alpha where it pops up alerts from people that Nansen considers smart NFT minters or legendary collectors. So how I use this to my advantage is when stuff pops up, if it's a name I recognize, I definitely follow it. But basically, if you're a paid member, you can click on things like this to take it right to the item and things like that. If you're not really Etherscan's the best way to look at what's going on. I do always like to give a word of caution. Some people kind of scam this system by minting projects to people's wallets where it actually wasn't the person who minted it. So you always want to just be sure that it's something that that person is actually minting. So wanted to definitely mention that to start. But when we look here, you can click on Etherscan for a transaction. It'll pull up and you'll be able to see what happened, what they paid, the gas and all that. So it's helpful in a few ways. One, if I'm minting something, you can click and see what somebody's minted at and see what GUI they're getting through their transaction. That's really valuable information, especially if you're minting. The other thing is, just what collections are hot. If you see a lot of stuff popping up one after the other, it's probably a good sign. So I don't know what this weirdo ghost gang is, but it's something you probably want to look at because it looks like a few people have, and the count is getting up a little bit high. So we'll click on that just to kind of see what's going on, and it's going to bring up the pro where it doesn't work. So that comes up in a separate browser. So let me go ahead and copy the link and take it to my browser that's actually logged in with this, and we'll paste and go, and you'll be able to see what actually you can see if you're a member, and that's what it is, how many are in circulation, when it was deployed, the Etherscan, all that. It gives a lot of good information here to where it shows you the floor price, the minimum price and stuff, to where it looks like this was a whitelist sale or something going on that probably was a pretty good flip. I'm not familiar with this project, but it looks like it minted out and how it now has a pretty solid floor. So that's how you can kind of use Nansen. In general, I use Nansen for a few things. One, now that we're in here, I like the NFT Paradise. This is kind of a market overview that'll load up here. We'll give it a second, but it's telling you like what collections in the last 24 hours did in volume. A lot of the information that's always good to look and see what's getting volume and what's popular. The top collections, the people, this actually shows profit leaderboards, so you can see people like Pranksy and what they've made. And obviously these are people that, you want to follow closely because they clearly know what they're doing. And that's what's cool about it. Nansen is they rank everybody, and, it gives you a lot of information to set up alerts, which, is what I've set up in our channel for people to get. And if you guys have like specific alerts you want, we can make additional ones that are pretty cool. So if you have any comments, get in our Discord, say things that you want. Like we could do one just for like Pranksy, Farouk, Gary V, just kind of like the top 4 or 5 people to see whenever they're doing stuff. But just suggestions like that, if you have anything, let me know. The Mint Master is another really cool thing that I always like to look at. It goes back and tells you kind of what is hot and what is FOMOing. This FOMO level will like say extreme, high, and show you what exactly is going on. So it's updating here, kind of what's happening in that. NFT Smart Money is another good one that I look at. It's just telling you what the smart money's doing. So it looks like, that weirdo game we were seeing, the smart money minted it and he's selling it right now. So it's just this kind of data that can be, really useful to see what people are getting in and out of. It is a pretty expensive service. I think it's like $1,500 for 6 months. They do have a trial for $9 for a week. So if you want to try that to just get familiar with it and take some time to learn, I definitely think it's worth that $9 to give it a try, regardless of what your bankroll is. But it's a ton of good information. I don't want to go too long with this video because after about 5 minutes, people stop listening anyways. So coming into the Discord, I'm going to be chatting for, the next hour about Nansen, and happy to answer any questions you might have. But I find that, this Nansen.ai is a really useful tool for me to be successful in the space and give me the edges that you need to be, profitable. One thing I didn't mention that I always thought is really cool is the wallet profiler. If you're a member, you can literally throw in any address and see, what they have, what they've done, what they've profited, that kind of stuff. So, it's how you can kind of tell if somebody's really, who you're following, is doing well. So I'll do my, main trading wallet that I've done over the years. It tells you, what I have in my wallet. It starts with an overview, but if you click on NFTs for any wallet, it'll show you, what's in that portfolio now and what it's worth. And then you can even scroll down and see, what this person has made. So, obviously I've done pretty well in this space, and have, my vault that keeps all my good stuff in. But, all I can say is, following the smart money is my key to success and being successful in this space. And Nansen just provides so many tools to be able to keep eyes on what people smarter than I are doing. So that's why I wanted to do a video about Nansen, and obviously include in our alpha for you to get those alerts. If you have questions, like I said, I'll be in Discord for an hour here, but thanks for your time. We appreciate you at MechArcade. Thanks for being a holder. And if you haven't yet, go to MechArcade.com and mint you a mech and join our gated community. Thanks for your time, everybody, and much love from the MechArcade team.